for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
The deafening silence that has been hanging over the Bronx this entire winter has finally been shattered. And let me tell you, it is about time the front office woke up and decided to actually play ball instead of just watching from the sidelines. After we had to sit there and stomach the brutal departures of Luke Weaver and Devin Williams, watching them walk out the door while we stood there with our hands in our pockets, the latest intel dropping from John Heyman at the New York Post is the lifeline we desperately needed. This isn't some vague gossip or mystery team nonsense. The word coming down on New Year's Day is that the New York Yankees have officially put a contract offer on the table to bring back Cody Bellinger. This is massive because it shifts the entire narrative from kicking the tires to putting money where your mouth is, and frankly, that is the aggressive shift we have been screaming for ever since the offseason started. We were starting to look like we were asleep at the wheel while other teams were making moves, but this confirms that Brian Cashman is actually trying to lock down a cornerstone piece of our roster. Knowing that there is an actual physical offer sitting in front of Bellinger right now changes the whole vibe, because it means the organization understands they cannot afford to let a 30-year-old former MVP just walk out of Yankee Stadium without a fight. There is a Grand Canyon of difference between showing interest and sliding a contract across the desk, and this move proves that the brass feels the heat and knows they need to stop the bleeding after losing those arms earlier in the winter. Heyman's report was spot on, noting that while we don't know the exact dollar amount or the years attached to the deal yet, the fact that we have moved past the talking stage and into the numbers stage puts us in the driver's seat. If you want to be the first one to know when the ink dries and break down exactly what this deal means for our payroll, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell right now, because we are tracking this 24/7. Bringing Bellinger back isn't just about selling jerseys or keeping a star name on the marquee. It is about the structural integrity of our lineup and the elite defense he brings to the outfield, which is something you just can't easily replace in this market. We are talking about a guy who has already proven he can handle the bright lights of New York, a guy who is right in the thick of his prime at 30 years old, and keeping him is essential if we want to be serious contenders. Obviously, the free agent market is a shark tank and other teams are going to try and swoop in, but having that offer in hand gives Bellinger the security of knowing exactly where he stands with us. Cashman needs to hold the line now, keep that offer competitive, and not get cute with the negotiations, ensuring that we close this deal before someone else gets desperate. The anxiety has shifted from are we going to do anything to is the check big enough? And that is a much better problem to have. For the first time all winter, it feels like the Yankees are actually on the offensive, trying to protect their own and signaling that they aren't rebuilding, they are reloading. Now we play the waiting game, but at least we know the Yankees fired the first real shot to keep their guy. So here is the million-dollar question for all of you in the comments. Do you think this official offer is going to be enough to keep Cody Bellinger in pinstripes, or are you worried that Cashman might be lowballing him just to say he tried? I want to hear your honest take on whether Bellinger is the must-have piece for our success next season. Sound off below. Let's get this debate going and stay locked in, because as soon as we hear a number or a decision, I'll be back here breaking it down.